Hey everybody, welcome back. So today's video is going to be sponsored. Just want to throw that out there before we get started. But the opinions are completely my own. They didn't tell me what to say, what not to say. So it'll be as true as I can make it for my beliefs. So the company called Visionfull reached out to me and asked me if I would test a couple of their products. So they have a mouth tape and nose strips. They also sell sleep masks there, earplugs. They're pretty much just sleep based. So really a lot of it comes down to, I know at some point in your life you have fallen asleep with like a stuffy nose and you were breathing through your mouth all night. You wake up in the morning, you feel kind of groggy. You get that sore throat going on from mouth breathing all night. We all know about them mouth breathers. Well, this is supposed to help combat that. So their smallest package is a 1 month supply. So obviously that's only going to be a month that has 30 days since it's a 30 pack. But they sell them, I think it was in 1 month and 3 month supplies. Maybe there was another one. Let me check. So it's 1, 2, and 3 months that they sell them in. So I do use a CPAP at night. So, but the thing is my CPAP isn't so much for apnea as much as it is for severe snoring because of the way that my nasal cavity is set up. So hoping that this stuff helps a little bit with that. I doubt it'll ever pull me off my CPAP, but even still with my CPAP, some days I'm a little bit groggy. All right, so we'll take a look at these nose strips first. I'm sure everybody has seen these types of things before. Okay, so here's what they look like. So on the back, it's just like a Band-Aid. They got a little slit there so that way you can separate each of the sides. Instructions for use is make sure your nose is clean and dry. Peel off the back of the strip, apply it across the bridge of your nose, and then wipe it down along your nostrils, and then enjoy breathing better than ever before. So it has a flexible spring strips that are hypoallergenic. Wish they could make me talk gooder. And adhesives. So some of the disclaimers for them is do not use as your sole breathing solution if you have constructive sleep apnea. So if you do have constructive sleep apnea, they're not saying or claiming or asking you to stop using your CPAP. Also, if you have low blood pressure, consult with your physician first. Do not use without your doctor's approval. Sorry, doc, I'm going for it. Or obviously, if you have any severe sunburns or any skin peeling going on your nose, because obviously this is not going to help. All right, so you can kind of see that it's a little springy there. Now, obviously, I haven't cleaned and dried my nose, but I'm not going to sleep yet either, so I'm just going to kind of toss it on there so you see how it looks. And it just kind of, because of that spring, it's kind of pulling the top of your nostrils out to promote more airflow. So I could breathe before, I can breathe now, but it does feel a little bit, maybe it's a mental thing, but it does feel a little bit more opened up. Let's see how it feels when it's coming off. That's the real question. Oh, not at all. Now, I don't know if it'll feel any worse after long use. I'll test them out tonight and let everybody know. But they come off pretty easy. Okay, so next we have the mouth tape. This is obviously the bread and butter for the mouth breathers. It's literally a special kind of tape that's not supposed to cause any damage to your skin or cause you to break out or anything. I'll be interested to see if it even works for me. They say that stubble and beards, it will still work. And obviously I have all this going on, so we'll see if that even adheres to my lips. But the way that you do this is, again, make sure everything's clean. Tuck your lips inside your mouth slightly, peel the tape off the backing, apply the tape to cover your mouth. Enjoy the incredible benefits of nasal breathing. So, you know, think if you tape your mouth closed to make sure that you're breathing through your nose and you have those nasal strips on there, you should get a full flow of oxygen while you're sleeping. Some of the cautions on this: do not use vision tape if you have trouble breathing through your nose. Do not use if you're obese, BMI over 35. Sorry again, doc, I'm going for it. Have low blood pressure. Don't use if you have heart, breathing problems, or if you have a cold sinus or ear infection. Do not use if you have severely chapped lips or non-intact skin immediately around the mouth. And do not use after consuming alcohol or sedatives. Seriously, don't do it. My guess is they're just trying to make sure you don't choke yourself out while you're sleeping. All right, let's take a look at these bad boys and see if they'll even adhere to me. If not, as you all know, I have a 3-year-old. I'm sure I can find a use for mouth tape. Joking, people, please do not call CPS on me. Okay, so we've got a little strip here for the mouth. This is about 1.5 inches wide by 3 inches in length. So if you got a mouth bigger than that, I guess you're SOL. All right, so it's kind of like KT tape. It's a little bit stretchy. Now for y'all's favorite part of the video is where I seal my mouth and stop talking. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so initial thoughts. It kind of works with my beard if I do it in reverse. Instead of closing my lips and then putting the tape on, I kind of put the tape on and then close my lips just so more of the adhesive is on my lips to stay in place versus my beard. It does not stick over my beard. Just doesn't happen. So I'm sure if you have a stubbly beard, that's probably fine. But if you're going for the Grizzly Adams, not so much. So it will stay in place, although I did still feel air coming in through the sides. So if I'm sleeping and not thinking about it and my mouth opens slightly, I'm gonna still be breathing through my mouth. I can't really, let me see. Not that I can really see what's going on here, but I guess for my size mouth, I can stretch it for it to cover the whole thing. But again, I don't know how that seal works if you don't have facial hair going on. So I can't really give you a full opinion on that one. But what we will do is, since I wear a CPAP, I'm used to sleeping with my mouth closed anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. If I do open my mouth and breathe while I'm sleeping with a CPAP, since I have nasal pillows, it feels like my body's being sucked out through my mouth, so that's a pretty good motivator to keep my mouth closed while I'm sleeping. But I will try the nasal tape because for me, and knowing that my snoring comes from my nasal cavity, sometimes I have a hard time breathing through my CPAP if my nose is the slightest bit stuffy. So we'll definitely give those a try tonight. Hop back on the camera in the morning and let you know how it all went and see how easy that tape comes off after it's on all night. So see you in a bit. Okay, good morning, you wonderful people. All right, so let's see how it comes off after a full night's sleep. Okay, it definitely tugs at the skin after it's been on there all night, but not too bad. Easier than taking off a Band-Aid for sure. Okay, so let's see, where do I begin? Okay, so after one night of using it, just like I noticed earlier, when I put it on, almost instantaneously, I could feel more airflow coming in. I do use a CPAP with nasal pillows. So at first, the breathing in was super easy, but the breathing out was a little bit difficult because so much pressure was getting into my nasal cavity since it was open. But after, about a minute and a half or so, that went away and I was just breathing super easy in and out. I actually ended up waking up on my own an hour earlier than usual, feeling fully rested, did not feel groggy or anything like that. So that's a pro, and nothing else changed as far as my sleeping was concerned. Still used my CPAP, still used my eye mask that you might have seen in one of the previous videos, and everything just kind of worked well together. Again, tried doing the lip thing when I laid down, and number one, just didn't like the feeling. Kind of felt like somebody was trying to kidnap me, so between that and the fact that it wasn't getting a full seal anyways, it just didn't work out for me. Hopefully, or maybe it does work out for you, but for me it was a no-go. I've never used the Breathe Right strips before, so I can't really say if this product is any better than that. So I can't really kind of give a heads-to-heads on that. I'll continue to use it. They sent me a 30-pack, so between showing you yesterday and using one last night, that gives me 28 more. So I'll continue to use them, kind of see how it goes, see if I notice any long-term effects or long-term trail off, and I'll pin that at the top of the comments so that way you can see them there. There's really nothing I saw about the product that I'd like to see better. It was comfortable on my nose, didn't disturb me at all. After a while, didn't even feel like it was there. Came off not too bad in the morning. But I would say if you have any sort of skin peeling going on, you might not want to put that on there. It'll definitely take it off. And of course, I am not a doctor. Please heed their warnings for their instructions. Talk to your doctor first if you have any concerns. Like they mentioned, if you are a CPAP user for obstructive sleep apnea, don't use this to replace those devices, as that's not what it's intended for. Sometimes while wearing my CPAP, because of the fact that my CPAP is set to, adjust its pressure on its own throughout the night, I find myself waking myself up snoring. Now, not the loud snoring that I had before having a CPAP, but, if you are a snorer and you doze off a little bit and you kind of feel that slight snore going on, here recently, I've been experiencing that more often than not. Did not experience that at all last night with the Breathe strips, or I should say with the nasal strips. So that's a good sign. I might also try to take one night and use just the strips without the CPAP machine. That will involve me getting kicked out of the bedroom so that I don't disturb the wife. But for y'all, I will make that sacrifice. So again, I'll put that down in the pinned comments also. And other than that, that's really going to do it. If you get any questions about the product itself, please go ahead and put that down in the comment section. I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. If I don't have an answer, I'll reach out to the company, see if they have an answer for us. I'll also put a link for the website down in the description box below, so that way you can go ahead and see what kind of products they have on their site. As usual, if there's anything else you'd like to see reviewed on this channel, please put that down in the comment section. And if there's anything in particular you want reviewed with that product, please put that there also so I can make sure I get that in the video. Just like we said in the military, I'm gonna go shower and shave and then head out for the day. See you next time. Bye.